What's going on, guys? Your boy Coach Anthony, of course, Marshall Schreiber here, and we are going to talk about rolling under the right hand from the Philly shell position. Now, this is a video that I wanted to break down because I started to think about this a little bit further, and it's something that really needs to be talked about, okay? So, get into a traditional boxing stance first. I made a video in the past called 6 ways to deal with the right hand, and one of the ways to deal with the right hand was to slip it, right? So I throw a right hand, he slips. Okay. Now from right here, I really don't prefer that he would do what we're going to talk about, which is rolling under, right? Roll under the right hand. And that's the reason I don't like that. You see how he kind of just got trapped? So you may say, well, you've made videos in the past where the rolling under is better. Okay, cool. I'm going to explain to you in full detail why. Get into your Philly shell position. Now, if you notice, when he gets into his Philly shell position, he naturally takes his body and positions it a little bit more to his rear side. Okay, I made a video in the past called Positions. Get into a traditional stance. As you can see, his traditional stance, he's a little bit more in the middle. He's a little bit more in an offensive position. When he goes to a Philly shell, he's a little bit more in a defensive position. Okay, that's why guys like Floyd Mayweather and James Toney and Pernell Whitaker, these guys were known more as defensive fighters because they would fight out of this posture that was more defensive. They were thinking safety first in a lot of situations. So from here, it's much more easier for him to actually go under than slipping, because if he goes to slip a right hand, he still has to cross that line. He has put himself on the other side of the line. Get in a traditional stance. So now he is in the center line, right? Whoop, straight down the middle. Going to the Philly shell. He is no longer in the center line. He's actually on the side of the line. You see that? You see the technicalities in boxing when you start to break down every little detail? That's why you guys come to Coach Anthony Boxing, all right? Now, he's right here. He is over here. It's no different than if he slipped the jab. We've talked about the slip roll versus the slip roll. That's a video that I got out. Now get into your stance. If he was to slip a jab, he's here. Now get into your boxing stance. He's basically in his Philly shell. He's basically in that same position. It's much easier to roll under. Roll under. He's already in that good defensive position. Of course, from the Philly shell, he's got the shoulder roll. He's got his blocks. He's got his bending of the waist. He got all those beautiful tactics that we talk about in the Philly shell system if you don't have it. But he also has the roll under. Whoop. Roll under. Whoop. Okay. Now, he's not going to prefer to slip. Now, can he slip? Yes, you can do anything in boxing if timed properly. Remember that. You can make wrong right if timed properly. I mean, you had guys that did everything wrong and still won fights, and they can sit there and say, well, you said it was wrong. How did it work? Hey, man. You know, you can't explain everything why certain things work, right? Certain things are anomalies in boxing, but if you want to be fundamentally correct, okay, he's going to make right by rolling under the right hand because that's the smarter option. That's the right thing to do from that position. Now, with his hands up, traditional by the book, I'm going to rather him slip the right hand because he's already closer to that side by going this way as opposed to making an extra move. You see what I'm saying? So there's decisions that you have to make in boxing based off of how you're standing. And, you know, and these are the options that you have, and you have to know what your options are so you can be effective with them. Guys, go to the website, coachanthonyboxing.com. As you can see, if we're teaching like this on YouTube, imagine what the site got. And if you don't have something, you need to get something, because when you get something, you automatically get enrolled to the CA boxing community. And I'm telling you, you want to be there. You already know what it is, boxing life.